There's a myth that enlightenment is something that you achieve. You achieve by meditation. You achieve by study. You achieve. You already are everything. You already are the deep, radiating peace. It's there. It permeates everything. There is nothing that is without it. And yet, over the years, there have been so many doctrines and teachings that have made it something that we need to achieve, that have made us seekers. And we're all seeking happiness, no matter what activities we undertake. The motivation and the desire is happiness, whether it's wealth or body image or relationships or stability, no matter what it is. And we all find that no matter how much we achieve, we never, ever achieve lasting happiness. The deepest of deepest peace and happiness is your nature. You already are it. It's not something you have to have certain behaviours to deserve. It's not something that you get rewarded by. It's not something that someone can gift you with. There are no intellectual standards that you must achieve to get this. You already are this. We've gone throughout life without understanding where our true nature lies. So we get caught up in the content of our experience. We associate our identity with our thoughts and our body and what happens to us. But these things appear. And we all experience these things, thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations. But we overlook that which they appear on. Throughout your life, there's probably, well, in my experience with working with people for over 20 years, everybody's experienced moments. Some artists and musicians call it the zone, where there's a timeless period and everything is alive and they're creating from this flow. Other people will experience it in life events such as births and deaths, where great trauma, upheaval or joy has caused a cessation of thought and everything becomes still. Some people describe it as shimmering. Other people experience it in nature, where everything is so amazing and fills you with a sense of stillness and appreciation for beauty. But then we find that it disappears. But it doesn't disappear. It's always there. It's just that we start identifying again. We fill our awareness and our attention with the content of experience. You are not the content of your experience. You are both the field on which it arises and the knower of the experience. But becoming so identified with the feelings and the thoughts creates a veil that covers it. Well, it seems to cover it. But it's always there because it's always there. It's the field in which everything arises. And it's the one who knows the experience. It is really easy to get lost in thought. But once you start to inquire, it becomes apparent. And that first realization is mind-blowing, but that first realization is so full of bliss and awe. It's paradigm shifting. And then we go back and forth between the two different understandings. And then our periods of recognizing our true nature become longer. There is an integration process that happens. And there is no time frame because it's different for everybody. But establishing yourself in this, establishing yourself back in your real, very true nature, the nature of all things, is the greatest thing you can do both for yourself and for humanity. There are times when people ask, why do I talk so slowly? And other times that I'm completely silent. And it's because the words, although they communicate to your mind, they're filled and they're imbued with the very nature of all things, just as the silence is. And there are some times when the silence says more than the words. I like to hold silent talks, quite challenging, and people can leave. Sometimes they do, and that's okay. But I find the most profound teachings are when we sit in our true nature, and that allows a chance for other people to meet us there. So I'm going to hold some live silent sessions. And I'm just going to sit here silently. And you can join me if you wish. And I can meet you in the space of love that we are.